Welcome back to another episode of Culinary Kits for Kids. Today we are here with some very special guests, our proud sponsors, Whataburger. So they're going to go ahead and introduce themselves to you all.
Hi, I'm Abby.
This is Guy. I'm Jessica.
I'm Amanda.
And we are so excited to have all of y'all here today. So, what are we making today?
Today we are making muffins.
Zucchini banana muffins. Zucchini banana muffins. That sounds fantastic. So, as all of you hopefully know, you will get pretty much most of the ingredients. So, you'll be given a zucchini, you'll get a banana, you'll get some sugar, you'll get flour, and then we have salt. You will supply your own salt, and then you will get an egg. You'll get some vanilla, baking powder, baking soda, cinnamon, and then if you want to go ahead and supply your own oil. The recipe does call for canola oil, but any kind of a mild oil will work. But canola really is the best when you're baking. So let's go ahead and get started. Does anyone want to tell me, what is the most important thing that we do before we prep produce?
Wash our hands.
We wash our hands, which luckily everybody did. And then what do we do with our produce?
We wash it.
We wash it, okay. So our zucchini is nice and washed, and then we're gonna go ahead and have them start to prep. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna cut off both ends of your zucchini. And you wanna try to cut off not too much, so just right at that line. And then on the other side, just the very little end part. And then we have a bowl and we have it prepped with paper towels. You can use a towel, you can use paper towels, napkins, really anything to get all the water out because zucchini has a lot of water in it. And so we will be using a cheese grater to grate our Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Culinary Kits for Kids. Today we are here with some very special guests, our proud sponsors, Whataburger. So they're going to go ahead and introduce themselves to you all.
Hi, I'm Abby.
This is
Guy. So now our zucchini is nice and grated. And so the next step is very important. So what she's going to do is she's going to go ahead and drain all of the water out of her zucchini. And then if you want to get as much water out as possible. If not, then your dough is going to be a little too wet, and then your muffins aren't going to get that nice texture and that nice rise that we like to see in muffins. And then use all your muscles. If it's a little too tough, always have a parent or guardian help you, or you can use tongs to squeeze it. We've done that before. Really, any tool you can find that is safe to squeeze all that water out. You can also use a cheesecloth if you have that. I do not. So the paper towel method, I like that method. Okay. And so whenever she's gonna go ahead and drain it, and whenever we come back, we're gonna go ahead and start with our dry ingredients.
Salt. And then we're gonna add the flour to the salt. And then our baking powder and baking soda that are mixed. And then we're gonna go ahead and add the cinnamon to it.
Nice. And then we're gonna mix. It's very important that you don't over mix because you can actually cause your baking soda or your baking powder to become overly active, and then instead of rising, your muffins actually fall. So you just want to make sure it's just a gentle mix, and then you'll just set it aside. And then, I can smell the cinnamon, y'all. It smells so good. And now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna move on to the wet ingredients. So when we come back, we'll get started. So now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna prepare our wet ingredients. So what's our first step?
So we are gonna peel the banana.
And don't worry if your banana that you get from us is not as ripe as you want, because you want it to be pretty sweet. You can wait a couple days before making this recipe, or you can put it in a brown paper bag with an apple and then put it as tight closed as possible, and that apple will help the banana ripen up pretty quick.
And now you will grab your fork and smash it.
Don't be afraid to make a mess. If you wash your hands, which hopefully you all did, you can actually smash it with your fingers. You can wear gloves and smash it. It's up to you. Have fun with it. This is not serious, y'all.
Should look like this.
Beautiful. All right, and then once we smash our banana, then what do?
We will be adding our sugar.
Perfect. And I know some parents, you may worry that this recipe does have sugar. It is half a cup. However, this recipe yields 12 muffins, so it's not a significant amount of sugar per one muffin.
Next up is our vanilla. Then we have our egg. Go ahead and crack it on the side of your bowl. No shell. Set the shell off to the side. You'll add your oil next. And then we mix.
And you can use your fork, save mom, dad, uncles, aunts, siblings from having to do extra dishes. Just use the same fork. You can use a whisk if you want. It's really up to you. And these muffins are so yummy, y'all. It has a lot of fiber because we have our zucchini and we have our banana. And I know you may be nervous about the zucchini, but trust me, you don't even taste it in this recipe. Feel free to add, you can add your own carrot. People add banana, or not bananas, apples, because we already have bananas. You can add apples or applesauce. It's up to you, but what's nice is you get a tasty, sweet muffin with the health benefits.
And it should look like that.
Okay. So, now we're gonna actually make the official dough. So, we're gonna add the wet ingredients into the dry, and then we'll mix that, and then we'll add our zucchini, fold it, and then it will be ready to go. If you want to remake this recipe at home and you don't have all-purpose flour, you can use gluten-free flour, you can use whole wheat flour. We don't recommend bread flour, it'll be a little too dense, and then frying flour or cake flour, it may come out a little too light. So really all-purpose or whole wheat's really the way to go. Ooh, it looks so good, y'all. I'm getting excited. She's doing a great job because you really want to make sure that all of those chunks are completely out of your dough. Those bananas, you want them as smushed as possible. So feel free to add nuts to this recipe as well if you want these to be breakfast muffins and you want a little bit of heart-healthy fats and you want some protein. You can add pecans, go really well in this. If you come to our distributions, you do get walnuts, and we are about to start having almonds again, so feel free to add any nut that you like. If you do have a tree nut allergy or you're allergic to peanuts, feel free to add any seeds like pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, sesame seeds, really whatever seeds you like.
I think we're all set.
Perfect, and now the last step is just to add the zucchini. It may look funny, don't be scared. The big thing with Culinary Kits for Kids, we always say, is you never know. You don't like something until you try it. So make it yourself, no matter what you think of how it looks, and then just give it a try. And if you don't like it, then you can say you don't like it. And it's going to be a little bit of a thicker dough. Muffin mix is going to be more of like a plop, where whenever you scoop it and pour it, it's not going to be smooth. So it's not going to be like pancake mix or cake mix.
Okay.
And there you have it. And so now, the recipe does call to put little, those little muffin paper cups into the muffin pan, but I don't have any. Most of you probably don't either. So I have some cooking spray and our muffin pan, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to evenly coat it because we don't want our muffins to stick to our pan. And it will get messy, that's okay, right? You can use butter as well. It's up to you. What are you guys doing? Such a fantastic job, y'all. Perfect! Awesome! And now we'll go ahead, we'll use all of our dough and we'll evenly put it in every single one of our little muffin cups, and then we'll put it in the oven at 350 degrees for 18 to 22 minutes. And then whenever we come back, our muffins will be done. Our muffins are done! So, we're all gonna try a piece. Well, I will. I think these muffins are super good, y'all. These are a fan favorite at my home with my little boy. As you notice, it wasn't a lot of mix for 12 cups, so it's kind of small, but 2 of these would make a great breakfast with maybe a couple scrambled eggs on the side, and you have a balanced breakfast. So let's try it. I'm gonna try it. It's good. All right, well, we will see you next time.